citizen, he is the most confident being. This human being is so caught in the monetary system that he is parallel with reality, with himself, with internal organs, senses, with the universe. This human being observed through definition instead of defined through observation. It is the opposite manifest to science. Just think about this. We are on a huge sphere because that's how we define this form, and we see this form like that because the visual sense doesn't help us to see more than that, for instance the magnetic field of the Earth. So, we're standing on this giant sphere, among other such forms, in a formation called the solar system, in an extraordinary giant galaxy, one galaxy among billions of galaxies, all in a vast darkness. How can you be so confident in this situation? More than likely, you don't realize. Father will always be confident on his parent and teacher status. He will give advice, although he has no idea about psychology or what creates behavior. He will be a mirror of the culture, and he will teach his son to fish, to pick up girls, play sport, to do what the father likes, or what is found in the culture they belong, and teaches the son because he's confident on his father's status. A faithful man is extremely confident that God exists. A mother is confident that her daughter is the smartest girl in the world, that she's the best cook, or that she is a very good mother. A student who learns very well at school is confident on the educational system, and even is proud with his grades. A businessman is confident about his business and economy. An actor is sure that he creates art. Art is a word with personal meaning, but considered universal. But the believer does not ask if the story is real. The mother doesn't ask what intelligence is, from whose point of view, what taste is, or what she understands through a good mother. The student doesn't ask what is the purpose of the educational system. A businessman does not ask what the money are, who has invented them, and what is the monetary system. An actor doesn't ask what he is actually doing, and those who appreciate art doesn't ask what art really mean. From whose point of view an art is an art? Does it matter when it was done, how and by whom? What really matters in art? Most people on the planet Earth are surface speakers. Once you'll try to ask yourself and to investigate, you will have a shock, but reality will reveal and will make sense. All these monetary system citizens live, unfortunately, in a blind faith. Actually, to believe in something, to have faith, is like betting on an unchecked idea, and guide your life by it. It's the riskiest thing you can do. The monetary system created these jobs, these fixed characters, and people jump to fit into one and behave like in the character's description. For instance, even those who oppose the monetary system are rushing to fit into organizations, groups, activists, militants, rockers, rappers. This kind of confidence, that is actually a lack of information, stops a possible change of the system, a change of self, and upgrading, maintaining the current state. But what if the actual state is harmful to you, or how you will progress? With those kind of people, so confident on their ideas, which aren't actually theirs, it's almost impossible to debate an idea that comes into contradiction with theirs. Besides, if you have noticed, nobody knows how to say, "I don't know." Everyone has an opinion about everything, and this led to many personal ideas taken as being true. Religions, conspiracy theories, etc.
It's a widespread view in a democratic society that a responsible citizen ought to have an opinion about everything. Well, you can't know very much about everything, and so your opinions are likely to be based upon bullshit.
So the best thing to say is I don't know enough about it to give you an answer. I can't make a decision in that area. I don't have information on rockets or how man might survive on a distant planet. It's not my field. I don't know. That's the most difficult thing for people to say. I don't know.
I can live with doubt and uncertainty and not knowing. I think it's much more interesting to live not knowing than to have answers which might be wrong. I have approximate answers and possible beliefs and different degrees of certainty about different things, but I'm not absolutely sure of anything, and there are many things I don't know anything about. But I don't have to know an answer. I don't feel frightened by not knowing, by being lost in a mysterious universe without having any purpose, which is the way it really is as far as I can tell possible. It doesn't frighten me.
You're taught in school that everybody should have a right to their own opinion. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, suppose you lived across the way from me, and I see 10 guys coming out of your apartment, and I have a right to my own opinion. She could be a ballet instructor, language instructor. Never give people the right to their own opinion. If their own opinion is sane, and I say, what's going on there? I honestly don't know. She could be a language instructor, a ballet instructor, but if you give everybody a right to their own opinion, you think man will ever get to the moon? Nah, not in 1,000 years. I'm not interested in that. Are you a rocket expert? Do you know anything about space travel? I don't want your opinion.
It is very possible that this state is really a reaction of the body, a theory that sounds shocking, but it's as real and demonstrable as it can be. We'll talk about this a little bit later. As long as you enter in conflict with another person, you will not reach any agreement. Both will try to defend its idea, and will not be paying attention to the other, or if you notice that the other one is right, you will refuse to admit that, because of the conflict state. The solution is not to get in a contradictory conversation, that is, through definition, a conversation that will not lead anywhere. A discussion is different, and when you come across such people, give them the word. I mean, if you meet a man who is faithful and believes in God, then ask him how he believes, and from where he had that idea. Give him the word, tell him that you want to believe too, to convince you, to show you how God really exists. So, maybe you will discover something new, or maybe he will realize that he's wrong. It's difficult to reach such people, but you can try to give them the word, to explain why they are so confident on their thoughts. The monetary system encourages this blind faith, through illusion of voting, and the right to opinion, although it's doing that into an extremely separated, and different, society. It's funny, but amazingly shocking, how people can be so confident in a situation where they know just a fraction about the environment, about their body, about the planet Earth, or the universe. How can you be so confident?